Alright, so Martín, Duncan, we're here in the Cerro del Toro vineyard, and this is one of the different faces. This is your south face. Can you tell me a bit about what kind of makes the climate of Cerro del Toro unique? So, ¿por qué es único el clima de Cerro del Toro?
Es único. Sí, es único porque estamos muy cerca del mar, ¿no? Acá estamos a 2 kilómetros en línea recta del mar, entonces el clima en el viñedo, el microclima que se genera acá es atlántico realmente. No hay barreras del efecto del océano hacia la viña y eso nos da fruta muy fresca y vinos muy particulares.
Yeah, so Martin's saying that this is the very south-facing side of our vineyard. We're right in front of the beach, you can see it there, the Atlantic Ocean. So we get a lot of really fresh flavours. There's no wall, there's no barrier, I should say, in Spanglish. There's no barrier between the sea and the vineyards, so we get a lot of really fresh, almost humid air from the salt that comes off the water. So it's really interesting. It's really drying here, but as well we can do anything that humidity. That's really good for Albariño and interesting for Pinot Noir.
Excellent. So you also have your Cerro plantations, and you have the ones around the lake. What are the kind of different expressions that you get from each, and are the soils any different? So, ¿cuáles son las diferencias?
La diferencia de suelo.
Sí.
Bueno, acá tenemos, esta es una zona del Uruguay muy particular porque el Uruguay es todo plano, es levemente ondulado en general y la única zona del país que tiene elevaciones es la zona costera del este. Entonces tenemos acá una cadena montañosa muy antigua, unos 550 millones de años, con suelos graníticos y metamórficos muy diversos. Entonces en poco espacio tenemos rocas sieníticas como hay acá, después hay tipo de granitos y de cuarzos y después zonas más erosionadas de arcillas y de limos, ¿no? Son suelos francos que drenan mucho el agua y que hay una diversidad muy grande de minerales.
Excellent.
Okay, so what we're saying, this is the rocky side of our vineyard. No, really, what Martin said was that this is the only part of Uruguay which we have small mountain ranges. So initially it's Colinos because it's not like the Andes mountains, but they are raised rock sites here, and we have a lot of different rock faces and inclinations and sites to the sun. So a lot of our vineyard here is actually planted in different rows specifically for the type of vineyard it is or the type of soil that it is. So we've got quite a few different ones here. I mean, we've got rocks, we've got granite, we've got shale, and we've got metamorphosis. So there's a large different type of rock faces all around here. You can see we've got a little shrub and the native growth here. And so we are really learning about these rock sites because this is the only place in Uruguay you get it, and we're the first people to really plant here on this sort of altitude and this sort of density. So we're really learning what it does, specifically more for our red wines, for the Merlot and the Cabernet Franc and Petit Verdot. It's a very interesting site, and we have a little bit of Viognier secretly stored away.
Y es una combinación de dos elementos muy particulares, ¿no? La sierra y el mar, porque hay muchos viñedos en el mundo que hay mar y otros que tienen sierra, y aquí son las dos cosas juntas, ¿no? Es sierra y mar.
Yeah, so that's very important. There's very few places in the world that you get mountains and sea together. It's in almost nowhere, because basically we just come straight up off the sea floor. I mean, that is sea level, and now we're up a couple hundred meters above on these different altitudes, and you can feel it up here. The wind we're getting just here. Looking down, there's no wind at the bottom. There's no sailboats out today, but up here it's windy. You know, you could paraglide off the hill here.
Excellent.
So all those different anomalies and create really different microclimates for each grape. The way the wind blows, the temperature in the afternoon. So, you know, here we're in a south-facing slope, and then we have a north-facing slope, we have an east-facing slope, and so the wind in the afternoon changes in the angle of the sun, so we get different temperatures. And one of the things we're finding, and a lot of people around the world are seeing, is that sunny afternoons with lots of high temperatures and sunlight is now giving a great sunburn. And we don't get that at the moment because we have the wind that comes through and cools off the temperature. So there's all these unknown benefits that we dreamed about, we're starting to see as reality.
Excellent. And you're very well known for your Albariño, but you do produce lots of other varieties. So can you just quickly tell us, Martín, what are the varieties that you currently produce? ¿Cuáles son lo que puedes captar en la botella todavía?
Bueno, Lo que nosotros buscamos con el equipo en el viñedo y también en la vinificación es tratar de llevar esa expresión de frescura y de acidez de Albariño, que no es solo que tiene más acidez, sino que tiene un tipo de acidez málica que expresa mucho la salinidad y la mineralidad en la boca. Nosotros cortamos, cosechamos temprano y tratamos de llevar a la botella toda esa sensación que uno ve en el viñedo de la frescura, ¿no? Y nos inspiramos también en Galicia para buscar nuestro perfil. Somos muy nuevos en Cerro del Toro, pero estamos tratando de construir un estilo, ¿no? Un estilo de Albariño Cerro del Toro.
Yeah, so we're talking basically about Albariño here and what we're looking for in the grape variety and how we translate it to the wine. And one of the things that Martín is talking about is the importance of acidity for us. Generally in grape harvesting you're looking at the amount of ripeness, which is directly translates to the amount of sugar the grape has made. We don't harvest the Albariño on those parameters. We harvest it on the type of acidity that it has. And specifically we're talking about the malic acid, which is a part of grapes as well as tartaric acid. Malic acid is like the acid you get in green apples. And we're looking for that very particular flavour profile because we think it best represents the style of Albariño that is from here. So we're looking for the minerality, we're looking for the acidity, we're looking for complexity, and Martin's saying, you know, he really said quite a few times now, so we're really looking for a style that represents this but also has heritage, you know, that is very new for us.
Excellent. Before we get blown away, what are the
Can you hear us?
what are the other varieties that you currently have on the market? ¿Cuáles son las otras variedades que están en el mercado?
Bueno, la variedad principal acá es con Albariño y Tannat. Nosotros tenemos una fuerte apuesta a Tannat, como todo el Uruguay. Intentamos hacer también un estilo de Tannat propio, un estilo de Tannat más costero, que tenga la identidad del Tannat, con su estructura, con su tanino, pero que también tenga una expresión más de fruta fresca y de acidez. Después con Duncan y con el equipo de viñedo estamos haciendo un trabajo muy preciso con Pinot Noir, tratando de sacar provecho a este ambiente, a este clima. Y después también estamos trabajando muy fuerte con Chardonnay. También tenemos Merlot, hay Cabernet Franc, vestíbulo como banda. Pero bueno, estamos haciendo un camino fuerte con Albariño, Tannat, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir y Merlot.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty clear. I mean Albariño, Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, Tannat, Cabernet Franc, Merlot. All the things we have in the bottle at the moment, okay, and we're doing some top level blends, which basically is site blends of different varieties. So they're called Alchemia, and the top white at the moment is a blend of Chardonnay, Viognier, and Albariño.
Nice.
And so we're going to try that in a second once we get out of the wind. And the red is also a top level blend based on Tannat, and we also have one that doesn't have Tannat in it. So basically we're learning. And one of our secrets, and we're not going to tell you about, is Petit Verdot. So we're not telling you about our Petit Verdot.
Excellent, fantastic. Thank you very much.